original post. My son only eats food that I throw at him. Just to be clear, I'm not whipping ham hocks at him. Join StoryHub for real and full Reddit stories. My 14-month-old son thinks it's funny to throw food from his high chair. So funny that he'll forget to eat it. He's got a pretty good arm too for a baby. About a week ago, he was eating blueberries and cut up pieces of strawberry and watermelon, and he kept throwing them at me. Finally, I got fed up and tossed a blueberry back at him. It bounced off his chest, he looked down at it, then back up at me, and broke into the hardest laugh I've ever heard come out of him. I threw a few more pieces of fruit and he was cracking up, but then he reached into his high chair and ate a whole handful of it. Normally he would just eat one bite at a time. This went on and on until he had eaten everything that didn't fall on the floor. We've been keeping this up for the past week. Sometimes I try to throw the food right into his mouth, but so far I've missed every time. I'll be honest though, I'm a little worried about tomorrow because it's spaghetti night. Edit: wow, I'm surprised this got so much attention. I'm tossing breakfast at him now, eggs, fruit and toast, but I will post an update after spaghetti time. I don't feel comfortable putting a picture of him on the internet, so you'll just have to use your imaginations. Edit: 2, some people are worried he might choke if I throw food in his mouth. I'm a really bad shot, lol, but I also had to learn baby Heimlich and CPR because his older sister has such a sensitive gag reflex and choked on food constantly. Like, her gag reflex is so bad she has to have a warning on her chart when she goes to the dentist because she will throw up or gag if you touch the back of her mouth. When he started eating solid food, I didn't want to take any chances, so I also bought a thing called a life vac that apparently sucks objects out of a baby's throat if they're choking. I've never had to use it, but it's right next to his high chair just in case. I appreciate all the concern for my baby though, thank you for looking out for him. Update a day after. Well, spaghetti night was a success. As long as you define success as he ate the food. I was surprised that he immediately started eating it without having to play our little game first. I made him a plate with a couple little twirls of pasta, and he started grabbing fistfuls and chowing down right away. He's half Italian, so I guess it's in his blood. After a few good handfuls though, he was ready to play and started whipping noodles at me and my daughter. Because he's an uncoordinated baby though, he ended up flipping them back onto his own head, which cracked up his sister, and when she laughs, he laughs. To be honest, I didn't end up throwing too much food at him tonight, mostly because he was doing my job for me, but also because I just got caught up in watching my kids play together. He still got ridiculously messy though. Afterwards, I put him right in the tub, but he was like an Italian bath bomb. The water was orange and had all the little flakes of herbs and Parmesan cheese, so I had to drain it and start again. While I gave him a bath, my husband started the task of cleaning up the high chair and its surroundings. He shouted, "How did he get spaghetti in the lights?" Apparently there were noodles in the light thing that hangs down above our table. I forgot what it's called, there were some on the wall, but mostly just on the floor and on the baby. All in all though, it was totally worth it. New update. Hey, I am OOP, and I had no idea this had been posted. I'm glad so many people seem to like it. As an update, my son is 2 now and feral and doesn't eat at a high chair anymore. He is a human garbage disposal and still enjoys throwing food though. We're about to get hit by Hurricane Milton, so if everyone could send us some thoughts, prayers, good vibes, that would be much appreciated. Reminder, I am not OOP.